Hi, I'm Bhavna.
Hi, I'm Ravi.
In the next 5 minutes, we'll be discussing about an interesting topic called test cases useful or not, and this is part of the Step In's 5th contest. So, Ravi, what do you think about this topic?
Interesting. Let me break this in two parts. First part is test case useful or not. Second part is the context where test cases are dangerous and useful.
Okay, can you tell me an example of it?
Yes, let me take an example of knife.
Okay, nice.
A knife lying in a kitchen is still a knife lying in a kitchen. That means it's neutral.
Yes.
Unless I figure out the way how to apply this and get the information what I want, right?
Okay, so if I have to relate that with the test cases, test cases as such are neutral and test cases will not test, it is tester who tests. Right.
Now, test case or test idea is to record the test which we want to execute or which you have executed.
Okay, so it helps in recording your test.
Yes.
Okay.
By doing that, we'll have one type of coverage, knowing what we are covering or what we have covered and what to cover it.
Okay, so the test coverage, it helps in test coverage.
Yes.
Okay.
It evolves as we progress testing. Okay.
Okay.
Now, a test case or test is neutral unless you and your tester don't execute it.
Okay.
Okay. And we give a label. It's useful or not.
Okay.
That means by nature a test case is neutral. Okay. In the project context and process which we follow, we give the label of pros and cons to our test case.
Okay.
Now let me take an example. Okay, and I'll tell you. Okay, let me cut this. Okay, now I've cut the apple. Okay, the test was to cut this apple. Okay, and to see if this apple is consumable. Can you see this apple is consumable?
Yeah. It looks consumable for me.
Okay, give me this. Can you see something which you do not notice?
Okay, I see a wax coming out of it.
Okay, why do you think it was missed?
It was missed because my test case didn't mention anything about the wax.
Okay, now if you as a stakeholder did not encourage your tester to think about, apart from test cases, test which is the record to execute,
yes,
that means, there are chances of slippages and there are risks which we are not covering.
Okay.
That means it's a cost to the company. Means a tester is not learning, means you're not helping the tester to be skilled, and you you taking your product to the market will not be more happy.
Correct. So the stakeholder will not be happy with your services and the company will not make a profit.
Yes.
Okay. So that's a very good point.
Okay.
So with this we'll come to an end for our first discussion, for first part of our discussion, and the second part is the context.
Okay.
Where we will mention about the context where the test cases can be useful or dangerous.
Nice.
So I would like to tell you a story which one of my friends shared. She works for a US based medical instrument company, and she was telling me that her test cases are very very vast and they take very long time. They take consume much time to write those test cases. It has a lot of test steps, preconditions and environment setups.
Okay.
Now the time taking part is okay for me, because I'll tell you the next part. Because the testers who were in India, they were not writing those test cases. It was the people who were in US, the test designers who knew about their product or the model. They were writing those test cases and they were passing it to the Indian team who were doing those, who were executing that. So with the limited product knowledge, if these testers test the product, then I strongly believe that there are chances of missing bugs, critical bugs, which might be due to the integration of the products, which they are not at all aware. One is missing those bugs, and with very little knowledge, they will not be able to set up the environment. If they face any difficulties, they will not be able to do that. So such kind of danger part of test cases, because of someone else writing a test case and passing it on to the other person to test that. I feel there is a danger. What do you say about this?
I see two things, good and bad, cost and value. As a company, as a medical instrument company, okay, my test has to be recorded, to get it and show to the council, which approves my instrument before it goes to market.
Yes, totally agree.
In a way, now I have hired a tester in US who writes a test and passes it on to Indian team, and the tester in India will just execute that. So in that way, me forming as a company, okay, now I am getting what I want.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good part. Let's say, assume that's a good part. Now, bad part. Before going to bug itself, okay, now a tester executing without knowing the product or without knowing the knowledge of product is okay, but it's dangerous.
Okay.
Because okay, probably if I know the product better, or probably if I know the context better, I can test better.
Yes, correct.
Now, employer not doing that and just asking to do this, okay, that means you're not making your tester to be scaled enough in India.
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now, while doing that, okay, unknowingly or knowingly, the employer is building a cost to the company itself because for having the unskilled testers.
Yes.
So now I see the two things, okay, benefit as well as dangerous.
Yes. That's correct. Exactly. That's what even I was thinking.
Okay.
So you made a very good point there.
Okay.
And due to the time limit, we have to
Okay.
summarize our discussion. We have come to our end, and
Okay.
I would like to summarize that we as a testers, in the context of projects and with the process, we make the test cases useful or not in our context.
Yes, and we had a level of
Pros and
cons to our
cons.
test cases.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.